Good morning, it's Keto Granny. I'm up this morning and I'm getting ready to make some of the protein-sparing modified fasting bread that everyone has been talking about. I made some of this last night and I tell you what, it was so good. Um, this is the bread that's been all over YouTube, what everybody, and they're using it to make cinnamon rolls and cookies and different things. And I want to take it upon myself to make the bread also. I made some last night and I'm very satisfied with the way that it came out. This is my protein sparing modified fasting bread. And this was, I got the recipe from Maria Emmerich. Like I said, there are a few extra ingredients added in this batch because I've seen some who have added in like xanthan gum, nutritional yeast, and different things. So I added in some different ingredients that I had in the refrigerator. And I'm going to show you all this bread because it came out very good and it tastes really good. Now, after I made it, mine did fall. The top was like really high. But when I got ready to start taking it out the pan, it had fell. And I was also wondering if it would still be soft this morning and everything. As you can see, the bread is still so soft and it smells so good. It smells so good. When I first made it last night, I took some of the bread and I put butter on it and I ate some. I think I had I had at least 2 pieces of this bread. It was so good. But this same bread recipe can be used to make cookies. It can be used to make pizza crust and different things like that. However, I ended up using an egg white protein powder that was vanilla flavored. I'm going to put this up so that you can see it here. That was vanilla flavored because it was the only kind that I could find. Seems like what they recommend, the J-Rob, that is really hard to find. I did find one package, $135, but that is not how much I wanted to pay for my egg white protein to start off with. So I'm going to see if I can order some from Amazon. They were also out of the unflavored. But this vanilla egg white protein, it did a great job. Also, this bread really does taste good. This morning, I'm going to use it to make me some French toast sticks, and then I may add in a boiled egg or something like that. But that's what my breakfast is going to be. I know I'm going to have a piece of that bread. It is so good. And it's 0 carbs, I believe, or less than 1 carb. But it is really worth a person, trying to make this. Now, when I first started getting everything together, I'm so used to cooking with flour and different things like that. I kept wondering, how is this going to turn out if I'm not using flour? But I tell you, it turned out really well. So I'm going to go ahead and make a quick batch of the protein bread this morning and show you how I did it and the different ingredients that I used in it. But I want you to know it is something that you can do and something that you may want to do, especially if you are missing bread. I would recommend that you try this bread. A lot of the breads that they have in the store, they're not the best breads to buy, especially if they say keto on them. If it says keto on the label, more than likely there's something in there that's really not keto. In this bread, you know exactly what's in there. And all of the ingredients that are in here are keto friendly or whatever. A lot of people, I hear them talking about the protein sparing modified fast. I have liked doing this since I started. When I first started, which was just last week, it hasn't even quite been a week, and I'm only adding in 2 to 3 days of the protein sparing modified fasting diet a week. For a week. And what I'm finding out about this diet is it basically reminds me of Dr. Berg's teachings with the keto diet, except afterwards when Dr. Berg teaches you that you become keto adapted and he tells you to start eating more protein. This is what this reminds me of. And also when Dr. Berg gives you the hacks on if you want to have extreme weight loss, then you want to up your protein, drop your carbs as low as possible, and then your fats, because you want your body to use the fats that are on you. So it's basically, to me, the same thing. It's just that all of it has different names. And then then you got all the other little stuff that they add in. But it works. It works because listening to the PSMF diet information and gathering what I thought would help me and incorporating it into my diet, which is best for me. That's why I always say your diet is going to be what you make it. It's going to have to fit your body. It's going to have to fit your lifestyle, and it's going to have to fit the benefits that you want to get, while you're on your weight loss journey. I started off on this weight loss journey well over 350, 360 pounds. I don't know exactly how much I weighed, but because I wouldn't get on a scale. And then when I did start finally weighing, because I knew I'd lost some weight, I couldn't find a scale to actually weigh me. So I had a scale that weighed 330 pounds. It went up to that excess. And I would get on that scale, and the first thing it would do, I get that ERR message. Okay. So I bought another scale. So I had two scales that I was trying to weigh on. So when I stepped on this scale and it would max out at the 330, then I'd only give about 8 pounds to that other side, which I knew that was incorrect. But I was just trying to get an idea of how much I weighed. When I started keto, February the 18th of 2018, somewhere around that date. February of 2018 is when I started keto. And I didn't know much about it, but I took the time to learn, to research, and as I learned new things, I just simply added into my diet. And eventually, I wanted to teach others because I lost so much weight. I feel so much healthier. Even though I gained a little bit of weight back, I still feel so much healthier. And when I did start gaining weight back, it was only like 25, 30 pounds, somewhere around there. But I stopped and I reversed everything right away, started back eating like I was supposed to. I haven't been able to add in my exercise like I want to, because before I was exercising every day. And here lately, I haven't been able to exercise every day. And sometimes I don't even get to exercise for the whole week. But that's the one thing that I like about the ketogenic diet, is once you start eating right and your body starts reacting to your eating and you're switched to burning the fuel, ketones. So that is something that I liked about the protein sparing modified fast, is it doesn't require a lot of food. It doesn't require any preparation at all, unless you want to cook your meats ahead of time or something like that. But otherwise, it's very easy to do. And if you're doing this, it's been said that you should only do this no more than 3 days a week. And then you have to have what's known as a refeed day. So that's just some information that if you are doing this, do not overdo it. That's what I'm finding out. I found myself finding it very easy to fall into wanting to eat like this almost every day, because that's how I was feeling. I had actually started eating a lot more protein in the days that followed, and eating less vegetables. But I know that I need my vegetables because I take the medication warfarin, and it's based on how many vegetables I eat. So I still add in some vegetables on my protein sparing modified fasting days because I need vegetables. So for that little bit of carbs that I am allowed to eat, for me, it's going to come from vegetables. So like I said, your diet has to fit your lifestyle. It's got to fit things that you're doing, and it's got to benefit you for what you want to get out of your weight loss journey, like I said. So I'm going to get ready to make the protein sparing modified fasting bread again. And like I said, the bread that I made, it came out so good. So it is something that I would advise for you to try. And then also on this next video, while I'm making my bread or getting ready to make it, I want to talk a little bit about my schedule and how I'm doing my fasting this month. I think next month I'll make it into a challenge, but it's just shows the days that I have, because I don't do protein sparing modified fasting every day. When I start going over this, you'll see that I rotate protein sparing modified fasting day yesterday, and today an 18-hour fast. And it's really easy for me to add in my fasting days after my protein sparing modified fasting days, and I'll go over that and show you how I do it. But this is a schedule that I have made out for the whole month, that's going to help me concentrate and stay focused, on switching between what I am doing every day in order to make this the most beneficial for me, and where I'm going to gain the most what I want out of this, which is losing weight and to feel healthier. So I'm going to go over that in my next video. So this is part 1. Make sure you come back for part 2. Bye-bye.